If you are Italian, or you plan to go to Italy, or you've been to Italy, or you're just interested in all things Italian, then I've got a person for you. Her name is Judith Valente. She has just written a book called The Italian Soul. I just read it, and it's subtitled How to Savor the Full Joys of Life. And that book was featured on a recent edition, my most recent edition of the Novelist Spotlight podcast. Although it's not a novel, this one is a nonfiction book. And Judith Valente and I talk about how Italians turn conversation into an art form. We talk about the sanctity of the dinner table in Italy. She talks about something called slow tourism. What is slow tourism? That's something that we explore. The life expectancy of Italians we talk about. Also, why do Italians not procreate the way they used to? You know, Italy is now, along with Japan, the two oldest countries on the planet. There's not a lot of young people being produced anymore in Italy and Japan, and there's a lot of old people. Something for concern. Of course, we talk about Catholicism, and I do believe, you'd have to listen to a podcast to confirm this, but I do believe she said that in many Italian towns there's more churches than there are grocery stores. I mean, Catholicism is obviously a very big component to life in Italy. And then there's also just the reverence for art and architecture. If you've ever been to Italy, then you know the country is like one giant art museum. It's amazing. Art and architectural museum is what I should say. So join us, Judith Valente and me, on Novelist Spotlight podcast number, let me get that number for you. That would be number 190, 190. Novelist Spotlight number 190. It's available on any major podcasting site. Judith Valente, again, the author of The Italian Soul. Until then, ciao.